Hello everybody, I'm Dave Robbins and this is Endtime Ministries and this is your prophecy in the news. I want to talk to you today about a national ID card, the latest attempt at a national ID card here in the United States, which could be the precursor to the mark of the beast. Revelation 13, 16 through 18 says that the Antichrist will cause all to receive a number, and without that number, no man will be able to buy or sell. It's called the mark of the beast. Is this happening right now? Well, we're looking at a precursor to it. I want to explain that to you today. Almost every nation on the earth currently has a national ID card where everyone is being issued their own personal unique identification number. They have been trying to implement one in the United States for years, all the way back to President Reagan and just before that. So the latest attempt to implement a national ID card in the United States is called the Real ID Act. It was signed into law by President George Bush on May 11th, 2005. So without this card, this Real ID card, a lot of you have heard about it in the news, without this card, a person will not be able to enter a federal building, board an airplane, open a bank account, or hold a job. So without holding a job, how much buying or selling are you going to be able to do? Obviously not much. So they're trying to control everybody. So, since the deadline for compliance with the Real ID Act, which has now been postponed for the third time to January 15th, 2013, let's see how close we are to the implementation of the Real ID Act here in America. Janice Kephart, who is the Director of National Security Policy at the Center for Immigration Studies, published a recent article. The title of the article is Real ID Implementation Annual Report. Major progress made in securing driver's license issuances against identity theft and fraud. So she's saying, hey, there's major progress has been made. So let me go down through here and give you a few of the points that she's saying how far along the states are. All 50 states, now all 50 states are embracing Real ID and the technical tenets of the Real ID Act. She's saying all 50 states. At least 43 states are issuing tamper-resistant cards presently. 32 states are issuing their cards from secure and central locations, and another 5 are now switching to central issuance. So everything's being compiled in one big database, which makes it a national ID card. As of January 12, 2 months ago, 38 states are using facial recognition photographs, and 6 are well on their way to implementing it. Only 12 have not, but those are being led along as well. All 50 states are actively checking Social Security numbers in order to get a driver's license. Now, when Social Security numbers first came out, they actually had on the Social Security card not to be used for identification. But yet now, here we see you've got to give your Social Security number in order to get a driver's license. They're narrowing this thing down as we watch it. And of course, 46 states are doing legal presence checks, and 34 states have fully complied with an interstate network to connect digital vital records. So everything, again, being put in that one big database, putting everybody together. So we can see the Real ID Act. She says all 50 states have entered into this now. They're pushing for it. They've agreed with it. They're trying to comply with it. So the key point here that I want to make to you today is that they're trying to give everyone in the world, most of them already have a national ID card, they're trying to implement it in the United States, they're trying to give everyone in the world their own unique number, and once they've accomplished that, the Antichrist will eventually be able to use that to economically sanction you in order to make you comply with his one world governing system. Just like they do a country now when they will not comply with their ideologies, i.e., it's what they're doing to Iran now. They want Iran to stop making nuclear weapons or progressing towards that, so they've economically sanctioned them. Well, what the Antichrist is going to do is to economic you personally, on a personal level, and try to make your number invalid to try to keep you from functioning in society. It goes right along with Revelation 13, 16 through 18, the mark of the beast. So this system that's being set up is definitely a precursor to the mark of the beast found in Revelation 13. So the reason I'm telling you this today is because we get calls all the time that people are saying, well, are we living in the end times? Well, I'm telling you today, this is just one prophecy. that lets us know. I could stand here the rest of the afternoon and go over tons of them. But this is just one prophecy that lets us know absolutely we are in the end times, and I'm asking you to be ready today. Thank you for watching. I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this has been your Prophecy in the News.